I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. 35, coming at you today. Listen, I know what y'all were expecting. He was supposed to be here, but unfortunately, unforeseen occurrence befalls us all. Okay, so he had a family emergency. I'm talking about the defensive end, Mr. Blaine Spears from the Bowling Green State University Falcons. He had a very good story that he wanted to tell everyone today. Story time, but you know he couldn't make it. But you know, you get to hear me talk a bunch of nonsense, like always, you know. So, listen, like I said before, and I'll say it again. I'm country, I speak country, and I'm always gonna be country. Can't do nothing about that. So let's get up into it. Today we're gonna talk about a little bit of everything. I'm not gonna make it a long show. If you want to call in, text. The number is 567-343-0502. I have someone put that number on the screen. Let's see if we let's see 7-343-0502. There we go. That's the number to call. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. Or you can text. It don't really matter. I do all of it. So what we're going to talk about was the NBA draft, NBA playoffs. We're going to talk about some of the HBCU players that was drafted, just a few. And we was going to talk about the prime Saban conflict. I ain't gonna talk too much because I don't know too much about that. Only know what I heard, and I heard it was a lot of chit chat, and old Saban opened his mouth on some stuff he don't know what he's talking about. So let's go with the Dion. Everybody know Dion and Coach Saban is like tight. They was tight. They might be still a little tight. I don't know. You know, they make a lot of Aflac commercials together. Dion used to rely on the man, old Saban, for a little of this and a little of that, you know. But what had happened was, to get you to speed up this process, Saban got on the show in front of the world now. It's not just like Alabama covered. It's a bunch of people all across the world, young kids and everything. And Saban went flat out nuts. When off his rocker, just started raving about, just venting about nothing. He mad because he got the second best class in the ESPN recruiting. Who was number one? His protege, you know, at Texas A&M. And, you know, I mean, they said Texas A&M bought the team, $30 million. Now, if you don't know, the NIL deal is going on real big. Players getting paid. Saban, his whole thing was that they're enticing players to come to their university by saying, "I'll offer you $600,000 in a Lamborghini if you come to Texas A&M." They're just speculating. I'm just talking, just for example, so you can get where I'm coming from. But we all know HBCU. Some schools are very poor. They don't have the funding that the state's supposed to give them, but that's a different story. But anyway, long story short, Saban brought out Jackson State. They said it was in the paper that Jackson State paid Travis Hunter, who is the #1 recruit in all of the recruiting class last year, this past year coming up, this past recruiting class. He was #1. He showed it in the spring game why he was #1. Kid can play receiver, great ball skill, great speed, run after the catch. I mean, and he put on some muscle. I mean, the kid put on 20 pounds of muscle. That's a lot. And it's just from a few months of working out. But anyway, enough of that. So Travis Hunter idolize Deion Sanders. So you're like, Deion, like, I'm shooting my shot. Florida State talking all this, and they use my name. I've been recruiting for them for years. Now I'm recruiting for myself. I want Travis Hunter. He went and got Travis Hunter. I almost got Shamar Stewart, but I don't know what happened in that. Texas A&M got a little more bread than Jackson State. So that's where the problem come in. Jackson State don't have that money. So Saban thinking that they paid Travis Hunter this $1 million. And so it came out that, Saban said that about Jackson State, therefore talking about Deion. So anyway, so long story short, because it's getting too long, it came out of his mouth on national TV. And Jimbo fired back from Texas, and he lit in on Nick Saban and said, yeah, bro, I can come out the closet. I can come out the closet with some skeleton who I know you don't want me to talk about. Some legal stuff you've been doing when you was coaching at LSU and at Bama, when I was under you. Yeah, bro, I got you. You's a narcissistic little short leprechaun. That's what he is. That's what Jimbo basically told him. That's what he was, a little leprechaun. Cause Nick Saban like 5'2". He like 5'2". So, but anyway, so everybody like, okay. And Deion said, oh, you already know what about to go down. You already know. So everybody at HBCU, all of the community, like, we got your back, Deion. What you gonna say? Basically, Deion took the high road. He didn't really say too much of that. I don't have that statement in front of me because I was planning on doing one show. But if you want to know, go look at Off Script. He had a show talking about this. He can explain it more better than I can. But because I don't have the information in front of me. I'm just, like I said, talking nonsense, but I'm talking facts. So everybody like, oh, snap, Deion finna get on that prime. Cause he go lie about everything. Whenever he don't like something, he go lie. Written statement. So everybody like, bruh, this dude just called out Travis Hunter. Just call out your university. Basically talking about you. And you ain't gonna say nothing? So now people thinking like, yeah, man, he just punked you. But like I said, if you go to All Strip, a lot of people called in talking about this, talking about that. He took the high road because, angry black man, this and that. I mean, it could be anything. I don't know. So it could be Affleck. Affleck could have called Deion, said, Deion, don't lie that to him. We got, I'm all, Deion about making money. Money first, and you put your pride aside. So that's what Affleck probably called him. He wearing a little chain that he got the president of Affleck and told him like, look at Deion, look at brother, my brother. Please don't do this to Nick. He could have had Nick on the other line. Nick, you apologize right now. Right to denial. And then tomorrow you make a press conference and you apologize again. But so I think this stirred up a hornet nest. I've seen a lot of kids like, man, this is wrong. A lot of big time 5-star recruit, 4-star recruits, some ballers saying like, Deion, man. I mean, Nick, man, I don't think about coming to school now. It's just like, I might go with Deion just to spite you. Now, you know how Deion is. I like Deion, I like the Mississippi school. That's what I represent. I don't cover all the HBCUs, but I cover Mississippi, Jackson State, Mississippi Valley, Alcorn, Tougaloo, all that. So Dion went to Alabama, and now they got a 5-star defensive line. Was thinking about Alabama. The biggest cherry on top if he can get that kid to come to not go to Alabama, come right on to JSU, just like he did at Travis Hunter, Florida State talking that talk. Dion like, okay, I got you. Snuck on up in there and got Travis Hunter. Now Dion, now that's sister state. Now Mississippi just rock throw right over there to Alabama. Dion gonna snail his way over in there and grab that cat and say, look, Saban, how you like me now? Prime time, you know? So Prime and many of these HBCUs, they talking about they can't play. I mean, these guys got game. And we can think about a couple of guys that got drafted. Then you got talking about Mississippi, you got Jaden Houston, of course, went to the Detroit Lions, and he think he should have went early in that. And I think him and Hutchinson, them boys gonna be wrecking havoc. If James can continue to progress, like I saw him in these in the bowl game that he was playing in, he always wanted to play middle linebacker. But Prime, like, dude, be like Michael Parsons. Things are going to that now. You know, people ain't running the ball as much as they used to. They throwing it. So if you an edge rusher, you make that money. Make that money. He already signed his rookie contract, so he's getting paid on it. And then you go on down south to over where I'm at, Ohio, Toledo, and take the turnpike to Cleveland, and there you will find Alcorn, great quarterback, Felix the Cat, Trigger Man Felix, the slippery sniper. That's what I call him. He is slippery. That offensive line was trash for Alcorn. But, you know, Felix Hopper made him look good. And look, he got him a little rookie contract, making money. You look. Hey, money's money. He made more money than probably I ever make. Ever. QB for Cleveland. Can you imagine that? Now, that little offense that he run is somewhat similar to what the offense that Cleveland run right now. So imagine him beating out a couple of these draft picks that coming in, you know? Darren Felix Hopper, undrafted, Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Telling you, watch out. And then there's your boy Keith Corbin, Buffalo. So Buffalo and Cleveland, eventually they're going to have to meet. Boy to boy, but yeah, you know, they'll never play against each other for as defense, offense. Then this could be a pretty good man. Al Young went to the Giants, signed him. Then you got CJ Holmes that went to the Saints. Mm-hmm. Look at this. So CJ and Al, well, of course, again, they won't play each other. So, but James, you know, HBCU. Now, many young guys talking about HBCU. Dude, all you need is a shot. A shot. There's nothing wrong with HBCU. Besides they poor, you know? Well, a lot of limelight is on them now. They getting endorsement. They getting, look at FAMU, they got LeBron. You know, Dion got Under Armour. You know, maybe Hugh Jackson will bring something in there to Grambling. You know, and then now you got NILs. You got a lot of rich black folks. A lot of rich black folks who are MySpace some NIL. They may not be able to do what Texas oil money can do, or the Alabama, I ain't gonna call it fields, you know. You know what if you're from the South, you know what I'm talking about. The fields, that's where you work at. And then you got Southern. Southern had a big pickup from that offensive lineman got drafted to the Bears. Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields. You know, I want to go to that game, but my wife have a baby in August, and the game is in September at Soldier Field. My 49 will be in Chicago, 3 hours away. And I want to go to that game, but I can't. You know, I support my wife, support my baby. But she said, "Reggie, you can go." I ain't gonna look back. I'm like, all right, holler at you. Peace. 3-5 out. Put on my 3-5 sports shirt. Put on my bag. Oh, let me remind y'all. If you came on the show, Malik, Hackett, DJ, baseball player, I forgot his name. Your name threw him because it's so long. I remember, but I'm sending y'all something through the mail for being on the show. A 3-5 shirt right here. You know, 3-5. That's for being on my show. I appreciate it. I thank you guys for being on that. But back to Justin Fields. He got a big pickup, got a big offensive line. That kid can flat out ball, man. I mean, I seen him play at Southern. And he move, man. And once he get his technique down, perfected, he may be a Hall of Famer. But he has to put that work in. Well, the reason why I'm bringing up Justin Fields and the 49ers, Trey Lance was picked number 3 in the 2021 draft. Justin Fields was picked number 11. I wanted Justin Fields. I thought for sure Shanahan was going to pull the trigger. He going to tell, like, John Lynch, that government, get Justin Fields. Get him. Reason why I say that is because Justin Fields played in Ryan Day offense, which Ryan Day used to work for the 49ers. So therefore, that offense, you know, the Shanahan Ryan Day thing goes on a little bit. You know, you can see some of it up in the Ohio State offense. But still, though, Justin Fields, he played on the center. He played shotgun. I mean, dude, he went to a national championship and lost against Alabama without Trey Sermon, who I don't give flying horseman there for, because that guy sat on the bench with nothing wrong with him, and we could have used him, but we used Debo, and Debo became a superstar. Now he want to leave, and he ain't leaving. Don't let me start that. But the thing is, Trey versus Justin, you know, Justin Fields, because Justin Fields thought for sure he was going to go to the 49ers because Shanahan was there a lot. Lynch was there. And even before the draft, like a couple weeks before the draft, John Lynch and Shanahan flew to Ohio State for another workout with Justin Fields. And then he went over to North Dakota and saw Trey Lance again. But also, I should have known when they sent a guy from Stanford to North Dakota to give some of Trey Lance's throws. 49ers basic plays and route tree so he can throw. And I should have known that he might pick Trey. I thought for sure it was either Justin Fields or Mac Jones. Mac Jones, I don't want to see him. I hope we don't ever. That kid gonna blow us up. You see how mad he was? Now, he was a good quarterback. Now he got motivation. A man with motivation is a dangerous man. A man with a grudge and a chip on his shoulder is a dangerous player. Justin Fields has a chip. He knew he was better than Trey Lance. He knew he was. And then 49 missed past him. Mac Jones dropped. He just and the Bears like, oh snap, Mac Jones dropped him. Why you didn't get Mac Jones? I don't know. I don't know why the Bears didn't get Mac Jones. I mean, Nagy, that's your type of quarterback. But no, he got Justin Fields, which wasn't bad. He just didn't know how to use that athleticism. He didn't know Justin Fields can do all them things. Justin Fields is a bad dude. Now, with the new offensive coordinator, new offense, I don't know how they're going to play. New playbook, got to learn, but he's a rookie. He probably not studying because he had a good work ethic at Ohio State. He was a leader. So he got this game circled. He got my Niners circled. And I don't I think he's gonna come out. If Trey Lance start, I can't say I don't believe in the guy because I haven't really seen him play, but I just, something in my gut ain't never lied to me. Have never lied to me. Have never, ever, ever lied to me. My gut say, man, we might have a first round draft pick next year. And who they gonna get? Bryce Young? He's from California. That's a couple guys coming out next year, but then you got another Ohio State quarterback, CJ Stroud, which anyone know about to say CJ is a bad dude. They didn't know about him in the Elite 11. Yeah, he was making a splash, came up and won it. So I think, if you miss out on him, fire him and John Lynch. I mean, dadgummit, I'm not going there. But I think Justin Fields is going to try to shame Trey Lance and beat my 49ers, which may not happen because our defense is alive. Speaking of defense, we got this Toledo guy, Sam Womack, cornerback. We need some defensive back. God, Vereen stay hurt. What's the Mosley? He's legit. But our safety, I tell you what, our safety, man, cost us that darn Rams game. Darn it, he dropped a pick. Then Jimmy G throwing a baton somewhere and got an interception on the sideline. I mean, Lord, how much in the moment, Jimmy, I'm like, this is your moment. Win the game for us. No. He had to do something floozy. I don't know who he was throwing through. He was throwing a Shanahan like, I don't want it. Threw it right interception. Bunch of foolishness. That's what it was. Foolishness. But I don't care. Enough of that. I'm getting upset. My blood pressure already is up here. Need to come down just a little bit. Again, this is Mr. 3535 Sport. Call into the show 567-343-0502 or text. If you can't get through the show, text. Text messages always come through. I answer right online. If I don't know it, I lie about it and swear I do know it. Let's see. Nope, no one texts me yet. All right, let's move on. NBA playoff. First, let's talk about the the Celtics in the Heat. I mean, the Celtics in the Heat. I said that was going to be a good game. I still don't know who might win. I think the Celtics might. I don't know. Jimmy Buckets. It's hard to bet against that cat. If someone else step up, Hero, Tucker, Bane, what was he in the game? I mean, my gosh. He was lighting it up the first game. Al Horford wasn't there. He was killing them. Marcus Smart, Jimmy Buckets, where was he? Marcus Smart came back, played the game. That was a stat that came out. While Marcus Smart was on the court, he held Jimmy half the time. And half the time, it was 6 to 7 times, and Marcus held Jimmy 37% of the time. Well, 37%, and he only shot 5 shots, made 3, something like that. When Marcus Smart held Jimmy Butler. And remember now, in the first game, Jimmy was blowing him up with 40-something points. But Marcus Smart wasn't there. Al Horford wasn't there. Now they playing big boy ball. They got that kid Williams, who's a stout, and then they got big old Al Horford. He old now. He's 30-something years old, but I think he's the only man on that team. 36, I think Marcus said. Al, he moved like he's 22. He was putting that work in on back. He was like, all right, let's play grown man ball. Young blood, you ain't ready for this. Let me teach you a thing or two. Bam! You ain't playing against nobody else, I love Bang. He was in my Kentucky Wildcats, but, man, he got pumped. So, come back again. Game 1, Heat blew him out, 118-107. And then Celtics were like, okay. Smart came back. Horford came back. And someone else came back. 127 to 102. Smoked them boys. That was so fun. I was like, Lord have mercy. What happened? I thought it was gonna be a good game. Blew them boys out. And then, you know, now series tie. Celtics stole one. Now they gotta go back to, I don't know how they doing the Western. Are they doing? They probably 2-2. Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think they might do it that way. Each did 2 home games, and then they start switching back. The last game, if we go to game 7, be it Miami. So enough of that. Then you got the Chef Curry, the baby face assassin. That's my guy. I like him. Not over Melo. Melo's still my favorite player in the league. Always will be. But Steph Curry is right there. Steph Curry, the baby face assassin. They talk about him, talk bad about him. Like, man, Steph Curry can't, in the moment, get too big. He disappeared in the playoff. But you know something, that boy showed up and showed out. Put them boys on skates and sent them right back to Dallas, right down over the Golden State Bridge. Send them right over there. This is Mr. 35135 Sport. Please text, call 567-343-0502. As I was saying, Golden State skating right across that Golden State Bridge. Beat them boy 112-87. Luke only had 24. Now, when he played against the Sun, Booker said something. Look like. Now, back to the Warriors. Draymond flexed on him. Clay rained on him. Steph sniped him. Poole broke his ankle. Who's that other cat? What's his name? Blocked his shot. And then everybody talking like, oh, Luka, no, they don't want to compare to Larry Bird. No. See, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic, just lost my mind that quick. I done did that a long time ago. My wife, she just took the rest of them. Kids just got the leftover and I ain't got nothing. Isaiah Thomas, yeah. Isaiah Thomas. Those cats had a different mindset. In their mind, it was like Kobe, I can't forget about Bean. It was just like, they were like an alpha. They came out the womb like alpha dog. Like, okay, you don't scare me. Hey, give me that ball. Luka got the mindset. He ain't got that mindset. He got the mindset, but he haven't developed his skills yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? He haven't. How did Jay Will say? He haven't learned how to allow other people to help him win. Larry taking the last shot. Don't compare him to Larry Bird. Just call him white guy. Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Kevin was psycho, but he still had the same mindset as them other cats. And Steph Curry, they talk about this man. He turned red. Look at it. Second quarter, somebody said something to Curry, and he just turned red. He looked up, chewing on that little mouthpiece, and I like, oh Lord. I just threw my hand up, oh Lord. Where's the salt? Where's the basil? Where's the salt? You know, where's the water? Where's the tomato? Because he finna start cooking some curry. And no COVID. And sure enough, that guy just, I was like, Lord have mercy. They don't piss this little, they don't piss them off. This little light-skinned brother. How they call him, the baby. Don't let that light-skinned brother turn red. It's over with. He turned red. You know, Max Kellerman got a valid point. Steph Curry falls apart in the playoffs. I think he heard that. He might sweep Dallas. But that Luka, that Who he played for? Lithuania or something like that. Yeah, he started speaking that stuff. I call it Bumblebee because I can't say it. You know, I can't pronounce that. But man, Luka, he been playing grown men since he was 16 over in overseas. And I mean, he got some mad skills, and he took in there. You know, it's on me. It's on me. You know, he took the fall. His whole team missed all them 3-point. They were done on the money. He dished it out wide on 3, missed. Bang, bang, bang. I like, Lord have mercy. This guy, he took the blame. That's like every superstar. He took the blame. We're gonna find out. You're gonna find out tonight, 9 o'clock. I won't be watching. I'll be in my bed. I gotta go to work at UPS 2 o'clock, but I won't watch it. But I'll see highlights. I want to know. You know, Andrew Wiggins got his mark. Got him right there on the face. Got a big old mark right there. So again, y'all want to call in for there we go. Let's see, what did he want? So I'm not asking that question. All right, people, it's not a game. So, okay. The show is almost over. I want to do something for the show. It's called Women Wednesday. So I'm trying to get some women athletes to come on the show on Wednesdays so that, you know, give our women some love. You know, so if you know any athlete, woman, basketball coach, alumni, golfer, you know, hockey player, I think they got hockey, soccer player, you know, if you got any women who want to come on the show on a Wednesday, hit me up. You can text the show number 567-343-0502. Text the show. I'll be more than happy to reach out to them and try my best to get them on the show on a Wednesday. There you go. So that's my nonsense. You know, I'm done talking a bunch of foolishness. You know, let's see. The quote of today has come from one of my former shows. He said, "Be comfortable while being uncomfortable. Be comfortable while being uncomfortable." I'm putting that on a shirt and I'm sending it to him. So everybody who come on the show and do a quote or a motto that they live by, I put it on a shirt and I send it to you. I'm gonna have my wife, if she's watching this, she makes these shirts, jackets, you know, cups, you know, little cups like so they way better, man. They're just test run there, but stuff like that. I'm gonna send people who come on my show. I appreciate you coming on the show, and I'm gonna send you something. Okay, I'm gonna send y'all something. So I got a hoodie, shirt, you know, I got all that stuff. I'm gonna send out to some of the guys who said they were gonna do the show, who did the show. I got you guys. You are my guys. So with that all said, only one thing I can tell you to do is to hit me with that theme music.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad,
Yeah.
baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift.